Hi everyone. All right, here we go. This is a quick demo of a product I made quickly. It's just a prototype of a data visualization project that I was doing for a job interview. So the goal was, given a JSON file of 500 records of cybersecurity data, I had to create a way to display it so that IT professionals could easily digest it and use it. So over here on the left, you have the list of 500 cybersecurity data. Really, that's CVE's common vulnerabilities and exposures. I sorted them from highest risk to lowest risk, and then I also indicated the scale of the risk by the width of these colorful bars. So that is basically the number of hosts, the number of computers maybe on that network with that vulnerability or exposure. If you click any of these, it populates the right panel with all the data that I was given about that cybersecurity breach or vulnerability exposure. And I think I mentioned I color coded them to also make it easy to view and digest. Given more time, if this was a product I was going to ship, I would obviously love to dial in the UI more and more and make it look really sleek. Let's take a look at the React components. So this was my first React project, pretty fun. First in my app main component, the return down here is just a data wrapper. Within that data wrapper, I'm returning a details panel. That's the column on the right with all the data in descriptions. And on the left is the CVE container. All right, and so at the data wrapper, having both columns is at the top, the kind of ancestor for both. So that's where I'm managing state using the state hook. That's managing which vulnerability and exposure record is active at that time, populating the right panel, whichever one was just clicked. Then I'm also using the effect hook to change the active class of the clicked button to make sure that only one record would be active at a time. Let's dig in. Let's see the CVE containers. So I have a data header. I have multiple components that were all returned in this CVE container. Some of the biggest meat of this component was fetching the data with an HTTP request. Then I turned it into an array of objects, which I sorted from highest risk to lowest. Then, using the map method, I created a returned a function that uses a CVE button component for every cybersecurity record in there and populate it with the properties I would need later, as well as setting the CVE to the object of that data record. So yeah, that's just in a real quick snapshot what I did for this project. Thanks for taking a look.